Hi there. My name is Bron Taylor, and I am Professor of Religion and Nature at the University of Florida. I'm looking forward to the upcoming EASR conference focusing on nature, ecology, and religious responses to climate change. I've long been interested in religion, politics, power, and social change, and especially on the ways that religion supports and sometimes resists authoritarian and plutocratic regimes. This interest began with my early focus on liberation theology actors and the conservative religionists and despotic regimes that they battled. But when studying them, I found myself wondering, where was the concern for the liberation of nature? This concern intensified when in 1990 I first read one of the many assessment reports issued by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. As you know, subsequent reports have become increasingly alarming. Despite intensifying scientific warnings, there has been little effective action to slow, let alone halt the acceleration of anthropogenic climate change. Indeed, it's been clear for decades that we know enough about the science and we have the technological tools to address this crisis. This suggests that the problem is not a lack of scientific knowledge or technological expertise, but with our values and priorities, which for large proportions of the human community are deeply influenced and constrained by what we construe as religion. As one who thinks that everything any of us cares about depends on preventing catastrophic climate change, and as an interdisciplinary environmental studies scholar, I've wondered whether religion might contribute to environmental mobilization. Put simply, the overarching question I have sought to answer is, what, if anything, might mobilize the human animal to respond effectively to environmental predicaments that we have made for ourselves? And to what extent do religions hinder or promote such mobilization? My effort to answer such questions began with an ethnographic and historical study of the most ardent environmentalists in North America and around the world to see whether religion was inspiring those who were mobilizing. This led initially to research I orchestrated and published in Ecological Resistance Movements. My quest to understand the role of religion in environmental behavior continued as, with others, I studied the world's predominant religions as well as new, emergent, and nature religions. These efforts included the founding and editing of the Encyclopedia of Religion and Nature, the Journal for the Study of Religion, Nature, and Culture, as well as the affiliated society in 2006. Through my research, I began to notice patterns emerging around the world in religious as well as religion-resembling social phenomena among those who have been mobilizing in response to the climate crisis. This led to the argument and evidence advanced in dark green religion, nature, spirituality, and the planetary future. In a nutshell, I argued that if we begin with a flexible definition of religion, examining what I call the global environmental milieu, it is possible to perceive a rapidly growing and influential nature spirituality that is typically associated with pro-environmental values and behaviors. Drawing widely on such research for my EASR presentation, I plan to provide an overview of the state of the art in the study of religion and environmental behavior, highlighting its relevance to the theme of this conference. My analysis will include an exploration of whether those religions that have hindered such action might, even if they do not get on the green bandwagon, reduce their hostility to pro-environmental action and thus unwittingly help pave the way for the necessary green mobilization. I intend as well to illuminate how dark green spiritualities are inspiring diverse forms of climate-related action. And given that we will be gathering under the auspices of the European Association for the Study of Religion, I will focus significant attention on the role of art and science museums in the effort to educate and mobilize our species in effective response. I'm very much looking forward to our collective effort to better understand the religion variable in Earth's socio-ecological systems.